Hi, this is Janet at the West End Library in Laurelton, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the monthly Facebook book review. This month's book is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. With this novel, Shelby won the 2022 Debut Novel Award, and upon reading this book, I can certainly see why. What an absolute delight to read. Touching, funny, and a lot of life lessons that are brought forth in this novel. Remarkably Bright Creatures takes place in the Pacific Northwest in Sowell Bay. One of the main characters, Tova, works night shift at the local aquarium as a housekeeper. She began this job after her husband's death. In addition to losing her husband, she had lost her son when he was 18 years old in a boating accident. The town gossip is that her son, Eric, had committed suicide, but Tova had never believed that that's what happened. Now, I say that Tova is one of the main characters. However, I feel the second main character is Marcellus. Marcellus is a giant Pacific octopus. Tova begins to befriend Marcellus after she finds him out of his tank while she was cleaning up in the break room. Helping to untangle him from the wires from vending machines, Tova and Marcellus begin to forge a bond. As she goes about her duties at the aquarium each night, Tova takes time to stop in and look at each tank and talk to its inhabitants. Marcellus, being an octopus, begins to show his understanding of people and tries to bring some information to Tova that he realizes will change her life. Tova is aware that Marcellus is able to get out of his tank, and he makes the rounds of other fish tanks, eating some of the fish that would be more prevalent in his natural environment. The aquarium manager has a hard time understanding why Marcellus weighs more than he should and why the number of fish in other tanks is becoming less. Well, Tova knows. Octopus are very intelligent and quickly work through any puzzle or game that Terry, the manager, tries to stump him with. Marcellus is even able to unlock doors and escape not only his tank, but also the pump room. Tova goes about her business as custodian and usually hits up the local grocery store on her way home from work. The owner of the store, Ethan, is originally from Scotland and is very fond of Tova. Another person comes into play, Cameron, who is in his early 30s and is in search of his natural father. He had been living in California with his Aunt Jean and had been unable to keep a steady job or relationship. Cameron's mother had disappeared years ago and never reconnected with him, hence his being taken in by Jean. Aunt Jean had given Cameron a box with some items his mother had left behind, and in it he found a class ring, presumably from his father. The ring was from Sowell Bay. Cameron used what little money he had to purchase a used motorhome and took off to the north. Ethan at the grocery store befriended Cameron, and to fill in and earn some money, he began working part-time at the aquarium. Tova is home recovering from an injury, goes into the aquarium in the evenings just to say hi to the other fish and especially Marcellus. She introduces Cameron to Marcellus. Marcellus immediately notices the similarities between Cameron and Tova and begins to work out how, and to somehow let Tova know that they are related somehow. Marcellus in his tank has a hoard of items he has over the years gathered from around the aquarium and keeps his treasures hidden behind and under a rock in his tank. Cameron meets a young woman. Ethan is interested in Tova, and Marcellus is more interested in helping Tova heal than in his own existence. Please take the time to read this enchanting book that will bring home the need for friends, family, sharing, companionship, grief, the longing to be helpful to someone, and the plight of captured animals.